Welcome. You're joining the Canadian Mushroom Growers Association. We want to convince you to work on one of our mushroom farms. It's an excellent job opportunity. My name is Janet. I am a workforce specialist for the farms, helping them find workers. Tatiana, who is joining us, she will be translating the video to Ukrainian. She is Ukrainian. She is a talent acquisition coordinator for one of the farms from their human resource department. So we hope you will join one of our farms. Go ahead, Tatiana.
Доброго дня. Мене звати Тетяна, я працюю на грибній фермі в Канаді. На даний момент я працюю у відділі кадрів як рекрутер, тобто я наймаю людей на роботу. Я приїхала до Канади 11 років назад як тимчасовий працівник і почала працювати збирачем грибів. Поступово я займала різні посади на фермі і на даний момент уже працюю у відділі кадрів. Тому я вам рекомендую подавати ваші заявки на роботу на грибній фермі, тому що ви будете мати чудову можливість зростати в кар'єрі, легко починати на цій роботі, тому що не вимагається англійська мова або якийсь досвід роботи, вас всьому тут навчать.
So we want to welcome you to Canada, and Canada will welcome you. We're very warm and friendly country. We've always treasured our Ukrainian citizens and what they mean to our dynamic society in Canada. So we thank you for considering working in agriculture and mushrooms. We also want to support you. There's the Immigration Canada. If you're coming to Canada, they have a crisis web form. So you can, this links are right here in this video, or you can Google it and you can find it. Canadian Ukraine Authorization for Emergency Travel. And the Ukraine-Canadian Congress has an excellent video that is a step-by-step process how you can fill out the visa form to make your way to Canada. So now we will pause for a short video what our mushroom sector is about.
What does it take to pick 150,000 tons of mushrooms each year? It takes passion, dedication, and hard work.
I feel proud.
We're proud of our fresh Canadian mushrooms that feed your immune system. And we're very proud of our essential farm workers who harvest and package food for you. It has been tough for all Canadians, including our farms. We've closely followed Canada's strong quarantine process in place for over a year now and continue to work with governments to help farmers and workers keep on top of the changing rules. We continue to help farm workers with health cards and social insurance numbers online because government offices are closed. We've released 8 job profiles on our Mushroom Jobs portal, a recruitment package highlighting quality jobs and careers, occupation progression, and competitive wages. On the farm, we have entry-level to management jobs, including mushroom harvesters, supervisors, packaging, general farm workers, health and safety, human resources, growers, and farm managers. Step up to our plate. Mushroom farms have a career for you. Mushroom Growers Association wants to thank Canadian farmers and thank our workers for feeding Canada and the world. And we want to thank you.
Thank you for buying Canadian mushrooms.
All our workers are essential, and we're very proud of them. Mushroom farms are a people business. They pick all our mushrooms by hand because so the mushrooms do not get bruised. They're picking for the fresh market for the consumers. And we pick a lot of mushrooms, as you can see, 150,000 a year. And we're contributing about $1 billion to the Canadian economy. So you can see we are farms, but we're also professional businesses that have a safe, professional work environment. And our top poster girl, as you see here, her name is Ariana. She is from the Ukraine, and she is a mushroom harvester. So Ariana, we even have, she's been published in our Faces Behind Food campaign. And we're not going to go through this, but this is her story here on the page. You can look her up on Facebook, Faces Behind Food, Ariana, and you can learn more about her. So she's one of the many Ukrainians who are on our mushroom farms. We have a very strong Ukrainian community on all of the farms. And Tatiana, who's translating on the farm she works on as an HR manager, they even have 200 Ukrainians on that one farm alone. Over half of our farms have Ukrainian communities on them. So the mushroom farms, we have a lot of what we call job vacancies. We need workers. So we recruit from Canadians first, but when we can't find them, a lot of times we use the temporary foreign worker program. So we've got over 6,470 total jobs, and we have about 800 job vacancies. So that's where we're looking to fill those jobs. What we're hoping, we can connect with you if you're needing a job, that this will be a good place for you to work, and that we can provide a really good quality job to you. 2,425 of our workers are with the temporary foreign worker program. So we do use that program to fill our job vacancies. And that program is very similar. The things that we do to help the workers, we know exactly what people need. New immigrants, people like you. We know what you need. When you come to Canada, we know how to help you. The farms that have the vacancies know how to help new immigrants like you. And in the entire sector of Canadian agriculture, we've got over 63,000 job vacancies. So you can see that this is very much a growth industry. We're always growing food, and there's lots of jobs throughout the entire sector. So this is a very good career choice in Canada right now. And we're also offering very competitive wages and, of course, a safe working environment. And we'll be talking about that more as we go through the presentation. So here's Ariana again, our top cover girl, and talking about what the job offers and what is the expectations of a mushroom harvester. And this is our most in-demand job. It's the one where we have the most job vacancies and we need the most help. So they're permanent full-time. You will be working indoors. It's a safe working environment. It's a stable work environment. The more you pick, the more you can make, because we offer piece rate. So anything you make, you get your speed up after the first 3 months, you can make much more than minimum. So it's a very good opportunity for workers, and our workers really like this pay structure. It's entry-level job. The mushroom harvester can be also viewed as that if you're interested in working as a career on a mushroom farm. And you're going to be learning from the ground up. And we've got very strong farm communities to help you. And we've got videos here on harvesting and packaging, and we'll be showing you that later here in the presentation. So again, this is the kind of jobs we offer. So it's not just mushroom harvesters. These are all the different kinds of jobs on a mushroom farm. We've got harvester, we've got supervisors. That's for harvesting supervisors. Also, most of the jobs have a supervisor category, showing lots of progression opportunities once you learn the job. Packaging, general farm workers, health and safety, human resources, growers, they're the ones that look after the grow rooms. They know all the soil science. And farm managers, they look after the whole farm. So all the farms provide maximum training, orientation training, occupation health and safety, and of course, harvester training. Also, the majority of the farms have benefit packages for medical and health insurance, dental, all of these things that you'll be needing. The farms offer these benefits that can really help you as a new immigrant. So these, again, are the occupations. You can go to our mushroom jobs portal. It's www.mushroomjobs.ca. www.mushrooms.ca/jobs. And you can click on each one of these occupations and learn a lot more about them and download them as PDFs. Also, the farms have translation services. So part of the orientation training, if you're Ukrainian and you're coming, they can help. They provide language training on the farm, and the orientation training will be in your language because of the community we already have there. Our association also helps translate important documents. So we all work together and we know what you need, and the farms will really be there for you. So the jobs themselves, the jobs that are being offered, we have 10 companies across Canada right now in 3 provinces wanting to help incoming Ukrainians, temporary displaced persons. So we've got 650 job vacancies. We've British Columbia, Manitoba, and Ontario. So this is where we have the biggest labor shortage, and all of these farms have very good HR practices. As we've been talking about, they know how to help new immigrants. Half of the farms already have Ukrainian communities on them. So these are the town locations, town and small cities across Canada, the closest to each mushroom farm. So you can look up these towns and you can Google them and learn more about them. So Abbotsford, BC, we've got 2 farms there. Winnipeg, Manitoba, we've got 1 farm there. And then we've got a lot of farms across Ontario. That's where we have the most mushroom farms. So Blenheim, Charing Cross, Dundas, Kingsville, Leamington. Kingsville and Leamington are very close together. Port Perry, Putnam, Wellington, and Woodbridge, all in Ontario. So you can look those up and learn more about those towns. Very good schools. And we really ask you to give rural Canada a chance, because you're going to have a really good standard of life, and the towns are very friendly and helpful. So when you apply, we're going to share the email addresses directly from each of the farms. And when you apply, we ask that you put Ukraine 2022 in the subject line of your email. Very important. The government is asking you to do this for the web form. We're asking you to do this also for the resumes. This is going to help the farms find your resumes. They're going to know that you have an open work permit and can discuss your needs and what you need specifically. They will be able to find your resume a lot quicker. So please do that. Ukraine 2022. So we're putting the emails right directly in these slides, in this presentation, in the video. So these are the 2 farms in British Columbia. If you know you're going to British Columbia, very good weather there, beautiful British Columbia. These are the email addresses to apply. And we've also included the website addresses so you can learn more about them. In British Columbia, they're also looking for electricians, millwrights. So if you know anybody that has those skills, have them apply. There's very good opportunities here, harvesters, and those 2 professions as well. So for Manitoba, this is our 2nd province that we're talking about, Winnipeg, Manitoba. The farm is located within the city limits. It's very unique and for commuting. It's a large community, Ukrainian community in Winnipeg. The Ukrainian Canadian Congress has its head office actually in Winnipeg. So if you're going to Winnipeg and you want to apply, the email address is here. And these are the towns and the small cities in Ontario which are offering jobs. So once again, this is going to give you a chance to look up these names and learn about these communities. Blenheim is Peter's Mushroom Farm, Campbellville, Monaghan. Charing Cross is again another Peter's Farm Products. Dundas is Picciones. Kingsville and Leamington, it's 2 towns close to each other. Highline Mushroom Farm. Port Perry, that's where the Greenwood Mushroom Farm is. Putnam, that's the Whitecrest Mushroom Farm. And Wellington is Highline mushrooms. Again, it's a third farm in Ontario. And Woodbridge, that's where Ravine Mushrooms is. And here are the farms in Ontario that their email addresses. So we encourage you to write them down. You can apply directly to them if you know you're going to Ontario. So this is, we've got 6 of the mushroom farms here, and here are the email addresses. And here's an example of what a typical harvester is doing. Each farm is going to be different. There's different varieties of mushrooms, but that's basically, you know, a lot of what is involved, just to give you a taste there of what it is. And here is packaging. And again, with the packaging, each farm will be a little different, but you're going to be learning very good skills, technology that's involved. You can see there, here's the last 4 farms in Ontario, and their email addresses all are here. So very good opportunity to learn Canadian farm experience that is very transferable, other mushroom farms and across Canada, this kind of technology, transferable skills that's really going to put you ahead, because we have so many job vacancies and opportunity. It's excellent opportunity for new people that are needing a job with everything you need, language training, and all of the things that the farms offer. The other thing we want to talk about is are the job banks. So the job bank here, the Government of Canada Job Bank, is going to help you connect you to the Canadian farmers, to the employers, and to everyone that is wanting to help Ukrainians. So we know that the Ukrainian Congress is also telling you to fill this out, and we really encourage you to do the same, because we're telling the farmers to do the same. So it's another opportunity to connect. So once again, we just want to explain that the farm in the rural community, there are lots of opportunities to connect that's going to help you, very friendly in the towns and on the farm. It's going to give you a network in the rural that may be more difficult to achieve in the city. We really want to help you. So the farms have the translation, they have events for workers. Tatiana, who's translating, she's going to explain a lot of the things that their farm offers as examples. And we here have a mushroom jobs page. This is connected to all the farms. We have recruitment farm pages on this page. So if you go to our mushroom.ca/jobs page, it's another way to connect to the farms. And on our Facebook page, if you just search for Canadian Mushroom Growers Association, you're going to find our page. And once again, all the farms are connected to our page, and a lot of the workers are as well. And we all work together and want to support each other with our networks, and we want to support you. So these are some other ways you can network and find the farms. We also want, we talked about in the original video, health cards and social insurance numbers. So if you work for the farm, we can help you with these things. If you're having any issues, the farm will help you. These offices are now open, but if you're having any issues at all, if the farm's having issues too, helping you, then they come to me with the Canadian Mushrooms Growers Association. We're going to do our very best to help you with your paperwork and keeping everything up to date. So in rural Canada, we find workers tend to work on our farms for 6 to 10 years on average. So you can see very much that people find this a good work environment with lots of supports to help you settle in the communities, because they're used to helping new immigrants and temporary foreign workers. We want to emphasize the advantages of living in the rural community, not just the big city, in the country. And when you get into the rural Canada, you're going to think you're really back home again, because the landscape can be so similar, particularly in the Canadian prairies. Hundreds of thousands of Ukrainians have settled in Canada Many are tied to our agricultural heritage and part of our history. And we're very proud of that. So the options for employment with the farms, just to review really quickly, if you come in with the new program, the Canadian-Ukraine Authorization for Emergency Travel, you're going to be receiving an open work permit. We understand at the airport. You can work anywhere. You're going to need to find your own housing, though. For the temporary foreign worker program, if that's another option, if the farm has room in their LMIA, it's a 2-year employment contract with the farm. They provide really quality housing for very, very inexpensive $30 a week as part of the program, but it's very, very strict. No, family housing is not allowed because of the strict rules. And same thing with the open work permit, very strict rules. So that's just the way it is. So this is just an example. If you are accepted and you are interested in working under the agricultural stream, then this is just an example of the type of housing that is provided for this $30 a week currently. But as we explained, due to the strict rules, it's not for family housing. If you have a family, you have to find your own housing because of the rules. And people with the open work permit also have to find their own housing within the community. So that'd be working with the churches and the Ukraine Canadian Congress and the immigration settlement agencies. So we quickly want to talk about pathway to permanent residency. So if in fact you decide you want to stay in Canada, then the AgriFood Immigration Pilot is a brand new, excellent way to stay. So the criteria includes working under the agricultural stream. We've got lots of room in this program. If you want to make agriculture your career, you want to work on the mushroom farm, we can really help you with this. There's 550 spots a year, so lots of room for agriculture. That I think it'll work better than the express entry. If you've got education, you're going to get in really quick. We can get you an education, accreditation, assessment, and you'll be in the next year. There's no education isn't the thing that's focused on, and it's open. You'll have a lot of very good opportunities with this program. You need to do a language test with level 4. If you've had any issues with your high school certificate or your certificate being destroyed in the war, we'll probably be able to work something out. Hopefully the government, we're talking to the government a lot. And if you have 2 years experience on the farm, then we won't need to do this education credential assessment. This is what we've been talking about with the government, and we're really, really hopeful that we're going to get that soon. So just to review quickly, who can help you? So entry to Canada for temporary displaced persons, then that's the Canadian-Ukraine Authorization for Emergency Travel, the immigration web form. Please use that code Ukraine 2022 because that's really going to help you get your paperwork processed quickly. And the Ukraine Canadian Congress, they have an excellent video, a step-by-step instruction how to fill out this form to get your visa so you can come to Canada. For employment, now that's where the mushroom farms can help you. And we're giving you the direct emails in this video, and we're asking you to put Ukraine 2022 in the subject line, and we can help you find employment in Canada. And we hope you're interested in agriculture and want to stay with us. Family housing, and if it's an open work permit, then you need to use your community networks, churches, and family, immigration settlement agencies, and the Ukrainian Canadian Congress and their local chapters. That's where we can recommend you to go to get help. So the Ukraine Canadian Congress, we have an excellent website here. I've looked through it. It's really, really good. They've got excellent resources for displaced persons. So I encourage you to look through that on their website, and they're going to help you the best way they can. So we really thank you, and we really want you to work with us. And we hope that you're going to reach out directly to the farms with their email addresses in the video as a faster way to connect. If you send your resume to the Mushroom Growers Association here, the jobs one, then I can forward it to the farms. And if you have I will forward it if you have the Ukraine 2022 subject in your email. We thank you for considering working in Canadian agriculture and working on one of our mushroom farms. We hope you will give us a chance. If you decide to work on one of the farms, we're going to do our very best to help you with everything that you need. God bless you in this difficult time. We're here for you.